What was that? Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yanni and Economos, and for those of you who don't know, I make YouTube videos giving advice on college and life experiences and anything in between. So if you're new here, please feel free to watch the video, like it, subscribe, share anything you can, and join this awesome community. In this video, I'm going to be reflecting on my first quarter at Northwestern University, talking about some of the tips and tricks I learned, all the classes I took, and my plans moving forward for winter quarter. So enjoy the video and let's get started. So my fall quarter just finished. I had my last final December 7th. Like I said, I'm a freshman at Northwestern University, and yeah, the fall quarter definitely flew by. Northwestern told its freshmen and sophomores to stay home for the fall quarter just because they didn't want to increase the number of cases and, make it possible for another outbreak to occur. So they really wanted to minimize all that. And what happened was there was basically a really good outcome that occurred where a lot of cases were negative. There wasn't a big positivity rate. So as of now, they are going to be doing winter quarter on campus for everyone. So I will be going back in January. So fall quarter went better than expected, I'd say. There was very high hopes going into it just because for me, I know personally, I wanted to go to campus, meet new people, get into my dorm, see and explore all the buildings, but that was really cut short because of the pandemic. So I had to do, remote learning from my home, from my bedroom where I am right now. And that kind of sucked. But overall, I think Zoom was great because it connected all of us in ways that people probably didn't think were possible. I met people, which was awesome. I really didn't think that was going to happen originally since we weren't going to be on campus. But I connected with tons of people. I met a lot of professors and faculty that really welcomed me and graciously and generously gave me insight on what it's like to be a freshman, the challenges, but also that they're there for us. And they really made me feel welcome. And I think a lot of the freshman class can also attest to that as well. In terms of classes, I took 4, which I think is standard for the most part for quarter systems and Northwestern in general. So the 4 I took were Philosophy 109.6, Math 218.1, Sociology 110, and Econ 201. So Philosophy 109.6 was one of 2 of my first year seminar classes that I have to take. Since I'm in the Weinberg School of Arts and Sciences, all students in that school have to take they're required to take 2 first year seminars, which basically fulfill a writing requirement, I believe. And yeah, the first one was my philosophy class, which was actually really great. I really enjoyed this class overall. I thought it was really relevant to the things that are going on right now. My professor was great. He really helped me, I think, hone in on my writing skills, my craft, and just being a better kind of writer, but also listener and reader when it comes to specific articles. So I thought that was super interesting. And I also enjoyed the discussions we had in our class. Since it was a seminar, it was only 14 students, I believe, or 15. So we had really lively discussions instead of just having a lecture. For Math 218.1, this was single variable calculus, so calculus 1 or whatever you want to call it. It was one of the more general classes. I never took pre-calc or calculus in high school, so this was a perfect class for me as I needed something that could transition me from high school to college math. And it did just that. My professor was pretty good. He had great office hours. He had them all the time, which I love because for me, I'm someone who needs to go to them to really practice and, get better at the skill I'm trying to learn which was calculus in this case. And I thought the class was run really well. I liked the format for the most part. It served its purpose as helping people transition from high school to college, and I think it was great overall. So Sociology 110 was Introduction to Sociology. It's a really popular distribution class, but I took it just because I heard really great things, and I was not disappointed. The professor was easily the best one I've had at all my time at Northwestern, which isn't a ton of time, but he was great. He really made the lectures fun, interactive, not just boring. He blended different things in, like putting polls, using the chat box, letting us speak. And he made the ideas of sociology interesting. We talked about community, organization, stigma, a lot of things that are very relevant in this day and age, and especially in the year 2020. So I think that class was a great one, and by far my favorite one that I took this quarter. And finally, we have Econ 201, which is Introduction to Macroeconomics.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
The class is basically a standard introduction class that helps you get into the swing of things, looking at the macro side of economics, the large-scale portions of an economy, and we talked about the United States specifically. My professor was really good. It's just the format of the class was very odd because the curve was a killer. And basically they had it moved up so far above different like letter grade scales that you originally like think are the right ones that it's kind of hard to get specific letter grades. And that I think was the big part that kind of like made it difficult for me. But also there was the class was asynchronous, so that was also difficult for me as I had to I didn't spend my time wisely enough, and I ended up kind of messing myself over. But I think for the most part, it's a class that you could take and probably do well in as long as you listen to the lectures and do the problem sets and study for the midterms. So yeah, those were the 4 classes I took in fall quarter. I thought they were all pretty good classes to kind of take to really acclimate and get into the swing of things for my first quarter at Northwestern. Looking ahead into winter quarter, the classes I'm registered for are public speaking, Econ 202, which is Introduction to Microeconomics, switching more towards the local scale, not as large. Math 218-2, which is another sequence of single variable calculus, I think with integrals or something. And then an accelerated Spanish class, Spanish 115, I think. So those are the classes I'm registered for. I'm excited for them. I'm still debating whether I'm going to take a 5th class, just because it might be a good idea to get another credit if I can. And since I'm going to be on campus, most likely it'll probably be more beneficial. So yeah, as I said, Northwestern is, as of now, bringing us back to campus for the winter quarter. I'm hoping and I'm praying that stays true, and I'm also not jinxing this right now by saying this, but I am very confident that we will be going back. I think the testing that we have is very, very strong and very rapid in terms of getting results back, so I think that's a positive, and I think the students here are really eager to go back, but they're also only willing to go back if it's safe enough. And I think we all can agree that to stay safe is the most important thing. In terms of going back to winter, I move in January 5th. I have my move-in appointment, the specific time. I have my dorm, my parking stuff, all my things to get into my dorm and be set in. So that's exciting. I'm super excited for that, and I'm hoping it stays true. Knock on wood. In terms of anything else, that's what it's really looking towards. I'm on break right now. I have a couple of weeks till then, but yeah, I'm hoping for that, and I'm very excited for it. So like I said, really reflecting on fall quarter, I thought it was as good as it could have been. I think obviously, there could have been the chance of going to campus, but I think there was also the bigger risk, and that's what Northwestern was looking at. So I think they did a really good job in keeping us home, even though it was really difficult for a lot of us, I'm sure. I think it was the right decision, and I think going back in the winter will be a good one because they tested and they experimented and they saw what worked and what didn't, and they're adapting to that. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope I gave some good advice or tips or anything interesting to you all, maybe either going to Northwestern, applying, coming, that wanted information. I hope this helped. Please leave comments down below, asking questions, whatever you want, or email me in my my business email. It's in the description or in the about section of my channel. New videos will be coming out soon. This is my first real one going back, so it's been a while obviously, but I'm hoping to hopefully get in a move-in vlog or a room tour when we get on campus. But yeah, please, like I said, comment down below, ask me questions, give me maybe ideas for new videos that you want to see. Anything related to Northwestern I could try to answer. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope this was informative, like I said, and I hope it was interesting. I hope you all are doing well, staying safe, and always remember to stay motivated.